Hello everyone, welcome again to our Python course series. So in the previous session we have basically covered about the basic things of Python, like what is data types, what is the use of the data types, and what are keywords. So in this part we are basically focused on the input output and how can we make comments in Python and some practical implementation. So without wasting any time, let's focus on the today's agenda. So our today's agenda is we have to cover the three things, that is comments in Python, then how we can give output in Python, then how we can take the inputs in Python from the user, and after that we will see the practical implementation of each of them. So like for making comments, like how we can make comments, like adding some things which can be useful for the user or a developer for understanding the code, and output, like how we can use the print statement for giving some output on the screen. And after that, if someone wants to give any input, like user wants to give any input, so how we can take that input also. So let's start the theoretical part of that, and then we'll move in the practical things. Yeah. So just a moment, let me open Paint so that it will be easy for us to understand. Yes, so first of all we basically take some idea about the comments in Python. So if I'm talking about the comments, so comments are basically you can say a statement which is not a part of code, and it basically written in the program so that a developer or a user will try to get the basic understanding why this code is written. Like you can have some notes or some additional notes or some description type of things for any product or for any codes. So for like writing this kind of descriptions or some information about that, we can use comments. So in Python we have two options for creating a comments. One option is we can use a hashtag for creating comments, and the second option is using a triple inverted commas. So this will also make comment. Now the difference between both of them is, if I'm using a triple inverted commas, I can create a paragraph of comment, like we can write anything inside that. But if I'm using a hashtag, then that hashtag will only make a single line comment, like on which line you are putting a hashtag, that line will only be commented, not each lines. So that is the difference between the triple inverted commas and a single hashtag comment. And comment is basically used for like writing some descriptions of some informations of the code so that developer can easily understand that part. Now talking about the output statement in Python, so let's see. So output is basically the text or the message we want to display on the screen so that anyone can interact with the code, like what is the output is coming. Like let's suppose if I'm doing some work and I'm not giving any output, then it's very tough for anyone to like understand what is the basic work, how this output is working, or how this code is working. So for that we can just put like use some print statement for printing some output. So in Python we can use print statement, and the syntax for that is print and then this bracket, and whatever the data we want to print, like the variables or some messages, whatever the things we want, we can use that print statement for that. So we'll see the practical implementation because it's like a more practical thing which we have to discuss there. Now after that we have input command. So input is basically like taking input from the user. Like let's suppose if I'm writing a equals to 10, so that means the value of a is fixed, that is 10, but I want to take that input from the user, like whatever the user will give the input, that will be stored in a, and accordingly we can work on that. So that is the work which we want to achieve. So for that we will use the input command. So like a equals to input, so that input will take input from the user and then store it in any variable. Now if I want to like write some message for the input, I can use some message here, like let's say enter the number here. So this is the way for using the input command. So let me just summarize this thing. So comment is basically for creating some documentation type of part, or like writing something which can be understandable by the developer so that they can understand the code, why it is written, what is the purpose of that. Output is basically for displaying something on the screen, and input is basically for taking input from the user. So these three things are there, so we have to discuss these parts in the idle. So let's start with the practical implementation for that. Yeah. So here let me just try to first of all make a comment. So for making comment, as I have told you, that we can have two options. First of all, we can use this hashtag, and the second option is we can use the triple inverted commas. So let's start with the hashtag. So this is comment. Now this is a comment line, and let me just try here a print, that is, let's say hello world. So this is the work. Now what I'll do here is I will just run this code, run module. That's right. So I'll just give you a name, let's say comment input output Python. Yeah. So now in the output screen you can see we have the hello world, but the comment which we have written, that is comment, it is not anywhere on the screen because there is only a comment part. That comment will not be you can say readed by the interpreter, so interpreter will never take care of the comments. It is only for our information, like the developer will get to know what kind of code is written, or what kind of comment is written. Now let me just give you an example on that. Let's suppose I'll just add a comment, hello, I am writing this code for basic purpose on let's say September 9. So that is the work. Now if someone will open this file, they will easily get the line, and accordingly they can easily, like you can say, get to know that this code is written on September 9. Now this is not like the interpreter have to do nothing with this line, so that will not be read by the interpreter. It will be at a type of comment only. So now let's run this code and see what will be the output. So here you can see the output will again the hello world, because that will not take care of these two comments line. Now if I want to comment, let's say multiple lines, let's say I have any kind of things like this. So instead of putting hashtag again and again, what I will do, I will just use a triple inverted commas at the beginning, and at the end I will just again use the triple inverted commas. So that will be done. So you not to worry where these files or where this data will be there. So let me just run this code again. So let me just run this code again and let's see. Now you can see the output is only hello world, because the comments part will never be executed. So I hope you got the idea of the comment part, how we can use the comment. Now let's try to use some print statement. So as I have told you, like print is basically for printing something, so we can use a print statement for the output. Let's say hello world, or we can also like do some mathematical parts like 10 plus 20, or if we have some variables, let's say 23 and b equals to 21. Now if you don't have an idea of the variable and the data types, please see our previous recordings, previous sessions. I have explained it in a very clear way, what is data types, what is variables, so that will definitely help you for that. So here I will just use print statement for a plus b, so that will add these two values. Now if someone want to like merge some message with the value, so what I can do for that is, whenever you want to print any message, you have to use either a double inverted commas or a single inverted commas. So I'm using some single inverted comma, and here I will write addition is, and then I will write a plus b. So that comma is a basic separator for the message and the values, and accordingly it will give you the output. Now let's try to see the output. So here I'll save it as output Python. Now here you can see addition is 44, this is the addition 44, this is hello world. So what kind of data you want to print, you can print with the help of print statement. Now here let me just add one more thing. Let's say if someone want to like print hello and world in different line, so they can use the escape characters for that, like /n. So the /n will change the line, so it will like change the line from one line to another line. Like if you're writing something in a same line and if you're putting /n, that will basically change the line. Okay, so let's see the practical of that. So if I'm using the hello /n world, so what it will do, it will change the line after hello. So here you can see like after hello it will change the line and it will become world. So this is the way how we can use the /n. And similarly in that way we can also use /t. So I'll say, let's say hello and then /t and then world. Now here if I run this code again, so the /t will give you a gap of tab. So tab is a basic like up of the caps lock, you can just see a tab key there. So it will just give you some space for that. So here you can see the hello world is changing the line with the help of /n, and /t will give you the gap of tab. So this is the way how we can use the /n and /t in the print statement. So these are the proper way how we can use a print statement for the output in Python. Like we can use some messages, some variables, then using the /n /t, only the variables, only the messages. So these are the way. Now let's talk about the input part. So let's suppose if I want to take an input, so instead of like writing a equal to 10, I will write a equal to input. So input will take the input from the user. Now here if I'm taking input from the user, I should give a message to user. Like let's suppose if I want to ask a question from you, so first of all I have to give some many prompt like what is your name, or like type something, or enter any text here. So similarly in that way I will write here, let's say enter the number. So whatever the prompt you want to give for that input, you can just put it inside this bracket. Similarly I will write here b equals to input, and here I will again write enter the numbers. Now these both things are clear. Now I will just first of all print these two input values. So I will say a is whatever the value of a. Now don't confuse in this part, the value which I am writing inside inverted commas, that will be taken as a message, and the value which is outside inverted comma, that will be taken as a value, the variable value, and comma will be the separator for them. Similarly I will write print b is let's say b, yeah, and put a comma for separation, and after that I will write the addition. Let's say I'm just doing some operation in that, so addition is a plus b. Now let's try to run and see the output for that. So here as you can see it is asking for the number, so I will say let's say 12 and 10. So you can see the value of a is 12 and the value of b is 10, but the problem is with the addition, that is 12 10 1 2 1 0. So as you can see it is adding that value in a proper way, like a string value, like it is just concatenating the 12 and 10. So what happened here is Python is saying that by default whenever we are using the we can say input, it will take the value as a string value. So what I will do here, instead of using the addition directly, I will just convert that value in integer, as we have discussed in the previous session how we can convert the value, how we can typecast a value. So instead of taking the input directly, what I will do, I'll just use a int here before the input, so that it will just change that input value in integer, and similarly here also. Yes. Now let's try to see this part. So here it is asking for the value again, so 10 and 20 will be, let's say, an input value from the user. Here you can see a is 10, b is 20, and addition is 30. So it is working in a very fine way how we can take input. So now let me just give you one more example how we can take any kind of input like int, float, or string, or boolean. So for that I'll say, like, let me just put it as comment. I hope you got the idea of comment, so I'm just commenting these parts like this. So here I will say let's say I just want a name input, name of any person, so that will be a string value because it will contain some characters, so I will directly use input, enter name. Then I want age of the user, so that will be an integer value, so I will use int input, enter age. After that let's say I want weight of a person, so that can be float, like a decimal value, so that will be float input. Now you can see how easy it is for using the inputs, like you have to just put the data type and then input. So let me just try to print all the values. So name will be the name, age will be the age, weight will be the weight. Now let's try to see the output for that. So name will be, let's say, Anand, age let's say 28, weight let's say 65.4. so here you can see all kind of inputs here. So this is the proper way how we can use the input commands and the output commands, and how we can make comments also. Like let's suppose if I want to use the hashtag also here, I will say this is the third program. I will write here this is the second program, and here as you can see, like I am using the /n and /t, so what I will write here, /n for new line. Like let's suppose if someone is seeing this code for the first time, so how they will get the know, like what is /n and /t, so you can just make a comment from them, gap of tab, this is first code. So these are the purpose of using the comments, and these are the codes which we can use. Now I believe like you have a question like where we can get these all files, like the coding files. So like you need not to worry about that. These files will be attached here, and everything will be given to you in the courseware, so that it will be easy for you to do the practice. But yes, I will hardly recommend to all of you to like do this coding once on your side, and see, it's a beginning, so it might be possible like you will get some confused, like how we can learn these syntaxes. But yes, believe me, like using this part for 1, 2 or 3 times, it will be easy for you to get all the parts, and when you are getting the things correctly, it will very easy for you to like get all the things in the interest. Okay bye. So here will be a thank you session for all of you again. So thank you everyone for joining this session. So here will be again a feedback, so feel free to share your feedback and any suggestions you may have for the improvement, and any kind of questions or doubts you have, don't hesitate to ask. You can leave your questions in the comment section. So see you in the next session. Okay, bye bye, have a great day.